I'm Sharon Hankins from the blog I Restore Stuff. I'm doing some rounds today, so these are about approximately 12-inch rounds. And I thought I'd do one in traditional Christmas colour, which is the colour Cranberry. And I thought I'd do something fun for a non-traditional Christmas colour, and I'm going to paint it this Lagoon. So it's a nice, bright, happy colour. Just point you down a little bit closer. And so I'm going to be using that colour today with just an ordinary brush. Now when you're painting your backgrounds, just remember if it's a quick dry paint like our fusion paints are, very quickly drying, just be careful not to go over it too many times. So if I was to start going over this side again, it's already started to dry and so it's getting tacky. So you will feel a pull on your brush and you'll remember. You'll know that you've gone over it too many times or you've gone too far. It's already started drying and you'll get extra brush strokes. I don't know where that word came from. You'll get extra brush strokes and we don't want that. So I'm going to wrap those in nice, a little bit of plastic in case I need to use them again for something else. But we'll set this one aside to dry while we start working on our red one over here. And I do like the way that that shows through the wood grain. So that's Fusion's Cranberry colour, a beautiful kind of a traditional Christmas red, I feel like. Today I'm going to use this, it's called, I don't even know, it doesn't have the name on this one. This is so old that it's probably one before it had a name. It does on there. I've got it in the description of the live, which Essential Stencil usually pins that comment to the top. It's got a buffalo head. If you just look up plaid or buffalo check, sorry, it's not a buffalo head, it's a deer head and buffalo check. So if you look up some of those on Essential Stencil in their little search bar, it's such a handy tool to use. I just love this buffalo. So I'm using Fusion Mineral Paints colour Coal Black to do the checks with. So you notice that I'm going sort of sideways when I see these lines. All right, so we've got one of our buffalo checks done. And now, because we've just done that one side, I'm going to move it across. And we want to, when we're joining up a stencil that's a repeat pattern, we need to just make sure we put the exact same. So if this square was all black and then that one's a pattern, we make sure we put it over the last one and then we can go on with the next one. So make sure that's the exact same pattern, lay it over the top one, and then we can go on with our next pattern on the side of it. Okay, so now we have repeated our pattern, and so you can see we've got a gorgeous buffalo check on this cranberry red. So that's coal black and cranberry red. Now we're going to do something with that in a minute, but let's have a look what the check looks like. Ta-da! We are finished. Isn't that just such a pretty colour? I like it. You could do something light blue and black. You could do the blue and the white as a buffalo check. So there's so many different options you've got there with your different buffalo check plaid patterns. So that stencil set does come also with the beautiful deer head, so you can do some fun things. You can see that I've used mine a lot. You can do some lovely things with the silhouette and buffalo check there. But I wanted to do today was to use these cute little woodland creatures, woodland silhouettes. And so we've got these cute ones that you can lay a pattern down and then create a silhouette on top of it. There's the little fox, but because it's Christmas, I think we'll go with the deer. So we've got the little fox, we have the deer, so we'll use that one. We have a squirrel, very cute. We have owl. So it's a set of 6 woodland creatures, raccoon and hedgehog. So those are from the set is called Woodland Silhouettes. So don't forget, you can grab that to make sure it's nice and solid coverage. So what we do is we just let that dry, and then we can go back over it with a second coat. So we're just going to leave that one a second. Let's go over with our beautiful blue one. What could we use? Merry and Bright, Holly Jolly, Candy Cane Lane. I do like the sleigh rides. I think that would look cute with a bright red on there. There's North Pole, Sandra's Coming to Town, Santa Baby. I think sleigh rides has got nice bold font out of the 6 of these. And then we'll, remembering that I've got 2 holes up here for hanging, so I've got to make sure I've got it the right way up and that it's nice and even. And again, we will just get a little bit of painter's tape, tape that down, make sure it's not going to go anywhere while I'm stenciling. So I can still see a little bit of the blue coming through, but that's because we are using a white over a dark colour, and so often the whites, you just need that second coat. Same with when you're painting furniture or home decor with your fusion paints, or with any paints really. If you're using a white over a dark, you'll often need to use a couple of coats. Okay, I've just gotten some more on my brush, but I think I'll go back over this one, which is probably dried right now. See right through there, you can kind of see still a little bit. This is the colour Birch, or you can use any white you like. You don't have to use these colours at all. There we go. Let's have another look at our deer. That's going to look cute. A nice deer. Plain and simple. How cute is that? That looks cute just like that. It looks like a little Bambi. Little Bambi. Now we're going to put our Merry and Bright up the top. Oh. There we go. How cute is that? Merry and Bright. So sweet. And then we'll just do quickly over this one. How cute does the white look against the dark, the teal, kind of a teal blue. Very cute. So we've got our 2 gorgeous little rounds there with the buffalo check. And now I wanted to thank you so much for watching today, guys. I will see you next week for another fun live DIY. See you soon. Bye.